Hello, this is Myra from Joy of Colorful Cooking, and the name of today's show is Figs, Figs, Figs. What do you do when a friend gives you 30 pounds of figs? This box over here is 30 pounds. That's a lot. If you can look in there, there's an indentation. That's after I've made many recipes, given things away. So today we're going to experiment with figs. This is called a fig vegetable tagine. And I want you first to look at this food pyramid because we're going to be using a bunch of things from the bottom part of the food pyramid. Again, this is called a Nutritarian food pyramid. And this is what this model of a pyramid says we need to be eating daily. And you notice at the bottom part of the pyramid, there's lots of fruits and vegetables. So my mission here is to give you a taste of lots of colorful vegetable dishes and realize it's infinite. There's just so many vegetables and fruits. So today we're using the fig-based recipes. Now, I'm going to introduce you to these foods, but first I want to highlight that there are some fresh foods straight from the Mars Farm Community Farm here in Acton, a little gem that I just discovered this year. So fresh from that garden is these purple beans, which mysteriously turn green after you cook them. And then also this fresh parsley and fresh zucchini. So these are the foods that are going to be in this tagine. There's onions, garlic, purple beans that turn green, sweet potatoes, zucchini, and then the spices are harissa, turmeric, coriander, turmeric, coriander, cinnamon, and harissa. Lastly is vegetable broth, chickpeas, dried figs, and at the end we're going to add in some lemon and fresh parsley. Here we go. So on the Nutritarian way of eating, I either dry sauté or water sauté. This is going to be approximately about 5 minutes of cooking. It does involve a lot of stirring. I'm going to start by just dry sautéing it. You can see into the pot, no oil. Is that possible? Can you sauté? Can it still be good? That will be for you to decide, but I do this in almost all my cooking. I use oil sometimes, but largely I don't. So, approximately 5 minutes, and I see a piece that I didn't cut small enough. I'm kind of a large chopper. I cook so much that that's what I am. I'm not like a fine chopper. I love fine choppers. I'd like to have one by my side, but I'm a large chopper. It's a wonderful thing to see in the gardens, the homegrown onions. There are some people at Morrison Farms, they have so many onions. And honestly, it's just the greatest feeling to pull them out. I love it. This is not going to be the same. It's not the same as oil cooking, but it's still very good. And then for those of us that are conscious of weight, etc., this is a great method. Okay, now, zucchini. Purple, then turn to green magic beans. Sweet potatoes. Tomatoes. And then spices. Harissa, turmeric, coriander, cinnamon. This smells unbelievable. Really incredible. Next level, vegetable broth. Chickpeas. figs. Something I've said this in my other shows. I am on a mission to help children learn about nutrition at a younger age and to see different models of the food pyramid, because this food pyramid is really based on what's really truly nutritious for you, and then finding recipes that I can make for kids and that families can make for their kids that they're going to love. One thing I think can be very appealing to kids about this is there's cinnamon in it and there's dried figs, and it lends a very, oh, and sweet potatoes. So these three sweet things I believe will be something that children will like. Now, I have not made this. I just made it once, and I have not given it to other people. Someone made it for me, and it was incredible. So if any of you actually do this with your kids and your family, and they like it, please let me know. I'd love to hear about that. At this point, you can put the top on. You don't have to stir it as much. Let's taste this. It's perfect. It's really, really great. Hot. So this is done. So what I'm going to do is turn off the stove. While this is cooking, I thought about something that's amazing with cooking. Making mistakes. How many of us freak out with making mistakes? I've taught a lot, so this is ongoing issue with all of us, right? With kids, you're always trying to say, it's okay. You're going to make mistakes all the time. So I'll spare you the details about the mistakes I made as I got here. Well, I'll say one thing. I forgot 2 ingredients, and that was thinking I was being meticulous, had checklists and everything. And I'm very proud of myself. I did not freak out. I just stayed calm. That's the way it is. There's going to be mistakes, and it's a great process, because I don't want to be freaking out when I'm cooking, because first of all, I'd prefer not to do that anyway, but I'm also cooking for someone else, for them to eat, and I don't want to put that into the food. So I'm lucky. I've watched different people cook, and some people have managed to stay really relaxed and not get so upset if you drop something or there's some mistake. So here's the plate. Oh, the onions, the lemons sneaking away. So first of all, what I have here is I have a lemon that I'm going to actually put into the pot before I take things out. And of course, with all these things, all of us, I'm showing you the ingredients, and then you can play around with it at the end. I already know that the spicing tastes fine to me. I don't need to add to it personally. Okay, so in goes the lemon before I take it out. And this is also due to a mistake. I had a different kind of lemon squeezer and it broke, so now I'm using this one, and I use this to help with it. Okay, give it a stir. And here, voila, are the green beans that were purple. Onto the plate. Oh, so I did not bring anything to put this on, put under it, but you can put couscous, you can put rice, bean pasta, or cauliflower rice. You can put this on top of any of those things. And now, fresh from the garden, I didn't chop up these parsley leaves because they're so beautiful. I didn't want to see them all chopped up. I wanted to see them just beautiful. Our parsley plant came out so incredible, and it's just giving so much. It's very fruitful. So here it is. Here's the plate. We are going to be doing 2 different fig truffles right now. First, after I made that tagine, the vegetable tagine, which is amazing, it's so good, I thought add raw cashews in next time, which will make it even a 10 plus on a scale of 1 to 10. So these 2 truffles. First of all, on I have a Facebook page called Joy of Colorful Cooking. I previously had done another show where I did these exact same truffles, but I used dates instead of figs. So here we go. It's very simple. You take all the ingredients. These are dried figs, chia seeds, unsweetened cocoa powder, and raw, unsalted almond butter. Here we go. Cocoa powder, chia seeds, and almond butter. A sticky recipe. I'm stopping this. You don't want it to get completely soft. So this is actually perfect right now. So I'll show it to you. Take out the blade, lift it up. I'm not exactly sure how to describe this, but you don't want it super smooth. So this now goes into here, into the bowl. And now what you do is you take it in your hands and form a ball. I mentioned this in a previous show, you can have fun and make different shaped balls and the whole thing. At this point, after I make these, I put them in the freezer. And you can either put them in the freezer and take them out and let them soften enough, but I've been taking them out of the freezer and just eating them. I like them that way. So this has been a recipe I've done with so many kids with the dates. And I have a strong feeling I'm going to be trying these and see if they like them as much, but I have a feeling that they will. It's just, and adults too. They're so sweet, no sugar, of course the sugar from the figs. And so if you're racking your brain as a parent or as an adult, I love sweet, which we all do, and I really want to move sugar more and more out of the eating. These are great. Now, a reminder of the food pyramid, the Nutritarian food pyramid, you can have small amounts of food, like sweets, if you're able to control it. And if you're one of those lucky ones, you're lucky, because I'm not one of those lucky ones. But you can have small amounts. And my thoughts with children is that make more and more of these recipes that are without sugar. And, you know, maybe you can do some crowding out of the other ones. You don't have to say, don't eat this or don't eat that kind of thing. But, hey, let's try these things. Second fig truffle. Slightly different. Same thing. It's still going to go into the food processor. These are walnuts. This is flaxseed, vanilla, and dried figs. Ready, here we go. Same process. Take it out, take the blade out, pour it into the bowl. So again, these variations, one has figs, vanilla, flax seeds, and walnuts. The other one has figs, chia seeds, cocoa, one more ingredient also. Okay, here we go. This is perfect. Sometimes it doesn't come out. It's too dry, it's too this, it's too that. This is absolutely perfect. It actually feels, I've made a bunch of different truffles. This one feels different. I like the way it feels. It's less oily. I know, because it doesn't have the almond butter, and that's what I forgot about the other one. I like the feeling of this. The other one's very oily. The other truffles I've made with the almond butter, but they taste delicious. Okay, here we go. What I thought of would be a nice little project. I like to do ratings on foods. I particularly do this when I've cooked with children. What do you rate this on a scale of 1 to 5? And so I haven't compared these two yet. These two fig truffles, rate them. Are they both good? One better than the other? You can obviously just really go wild with this particular model of making these balls and add so many different things to them, nuts, different dried fruits. And that's the fun of cooking, is to keep expanding, changing. Like I did with that tagine recipe, all of a sudden I went, there should be cashews in this. That would make it unbelievable. So, just as I said it wasn't as oily, my hands are getting oily. Oh, brother. Good. There we go. And that is it for today. Here we are. 2 different fig truffles. One has cocoa powder, one doesn't. One has walnuts, the other has almonds. Try them. See how they taste different, see which one you prefer. And this beautiful tagine. Again, next time, cashews. Thank you, and join us for next time.